Here we go. This is break 958, the 2021 Topps Series 2 One Boxer. We've got that hobby exclusive pack right there, and then we've got all the packs. Here we go. We're starting off with this Zach Birdie RC of the Chicago White Sox, followed by Tucker Davidson of the Atlanta Braves, Mark Mathias of the Milwaukee Brewers, and then Jojo Romero of the Phillies. Following that up, we've got Chris Davies of the Rangers, Donovan Solano of the Giants, Cole Hamels of the Braves, Brian Reynolds of the Pirates, Cole Calhoun of the Diamondbacks, followed up by Robbie Grossman of Detroit, Steven Strasburg of the Nationals, DJ LeMahieu of the Yankees, Alec Mills of the Cubs, and Kendall Graveman of the Mariners. And we're on to our second pack here. We've got Tanner Houck of the Boston Red Sox, followed by Brent Rooker of the Twins. Then we've got Miguel Urias of the Pittsburgh Pirates, followed by Jose Marmelos of the Seattle Mariners. Bunch of rookies out of these first two packs, followed by Corey Seager of the Dodgers, Gary Sanchez of the Yankees, Ender Encarte of the Braves, Didi Gregorius of the Phillies, Mike Soroka of the Braves, the Juan Soto of the NL All-Stars, Anthony Desclafani of the Giants, Brandon Lowe of the Rays, Ryan McMahon of the Rockies, and we have Tanner Roark of the Blue Jays. Next up, Luis Campusano of the Padres RC, followed by Pavin Smith of the Diamondbacks. And now we got a Twins up the middle. Players recreate the namesake card, followed by a Cincinnati Reds team card, the Kansas City Royals. Then we've got Zach Eflin of the Phillies, Christian Arroyo of the Red Sox, Tony Watson of the Giants, Jose Abreu of the White Sox, followed up by Jake Fraley of the Mariners, CJ Cron of Detroit, Victor Robles of the Nationals, Lance McCullers Jr. of the Astros, and Billy Hamilton of the Cubs. Ozzie Albies of the Braves, followed by the New York Mets team card, the championship fireworks, the Dodgers, Brendan Rodgers of the Rockies, Alejandro Kirk RC of the Toronto Blue Jays, followed up by Carlos Carrasco of the Mets, Jose Martinez of the Mets, Jonathan Shoup of Detroit, Rowdy Yellows of the Blue Jays. We've got the Ronald Acuna Jr., the 40 years of baseball right there of the Atlanta Braves going to Mark. And then we've got Austin Barnes of the Dodgers, Mike Bruchot of the Rays, Pablo Lopez of the Marlins, and Josh Fleming of the Rays as well. Especially with this Topps Series 2, but going forward, I think we might have a couple Topps Series 2 tomorrow night, and then we're done with it as the eBay breaks. They're just too long for sure. Gregory Polanco of the Pirates, the Cleveland team card, Seattle Mariners, Boston Red Sox, Oakland Athletics. Then we've got Ryan Presley of the Astros, Jared Dyson of the White Sox, David Price of the Dodgers, Edwin Rios of the Dodgers. We have a DJ LeMahieu 0-60 batting average right there, followed up by Ben Gamel of the Brewers, a Adonis Medina RC of the Phillies, followed up by Jeff McNeil of the Mets and Jahmai Jones of the Orioles. Now we got the Toronto Blue Jays team card, followed by Jim Man Choi of the Rays, the Houston Astros, Matt Barnes of the Red Sox, followed by Keston Hiura of the Brewers. Then we've got a Johan Heim RC of the Texas Rangers, followed by Mitch Garver of the Twins, Andre Scrub of the Houston Astros. Then we've got Eugenio Suarez of the Reds, followed by Aaron Nola of the Phillies, Mike Moustakas of the Reds, Andrew Millar of the Cardinals, Dallas Keuchel of the White Sox, and J.P. Crawford of the Mariners. Then we've got Hanser Alberto of the Kansas City Royals, the home run handoff of the Yankees future stars James Karinchak, the Ryan Reathers RC of the Padres, followed up by Craig Kimbrel of the Cubs. Then we've got Trevor Rosenthal of the Padres, Alex Cobb of the Angels, Kevin Kramer of Pittsburgh, Ty Buttrey of the Angels, Tommy La Stella of the Giants, George Springer of the Blue Jays, Dylan Betances of the Mets, Corey Dickerson of Miami, and Jazz Chisholm of the Marlins as well. Next up, we got Andrew Haney of the Angels, the Tampa Bay Rays. Baseball is fun, followed by Drew Rasmussen of the Milwaukee Brewers. Then we've got Corey Kluber of the Yankees, followed up by Will Castro of the Detroit Tigers. We've got Noah Syndergaard of the Mets, Steve Cishek of the White Sox, Carlos Martinez of the Cardinals, Sandy Alcantara of the Marlins, the George Springer 35th Anniversary Edition of the Blue Jays, Corbin Bunez of the Brewers, followed by a Luis Alexander Basabe RC of the San Francisco Giants. Next up, we got Alex Avila of the Nationals and a Garrett Crochet RC to finish off that pack. Boston Red Sox shopping cart shirt, followed by Rio Ruiz of the Orioles, Antonio Senzala of the Rockies, the Tom Hatch RC of the Toronto Blue Jays, followed by Cabrian Hayes of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Then we've got Framber Valdez of the Astros, Dustin May of the Dodgers, Daniel Bard of the Rockies, Ken Giles of the Blue Jays, followed up by a Jorge Soler home run challenge of the Kansas City Royals, Kyle Hendricks of the Cubs, Alex Dickerson of the Giants, Dwight Smith Jr. of the Reds, and Eric Hosmer of the Padres. We've got the Alex Kirilloff RC of the Minnesota Twins going to Harry Hood, followed by Jeff Matthias of the Rangers, Carl Edwards Jr., Edwin Diaz of the Mets, gloves or hats of the Blue Jays, followed up by Josh Naylor of Cleveland. And then we have Jose Leclerc of the Texas Rangers, Tucker Barnhart of the Reds, followed up by Tyler Glasnow of the Rays, Walker Buehler of the Dodgers, and that Walker Buehler is not numbered. Nick Markakis of the Braves, Kevin Newman of Pittsburgh, Carson Kelly of Arizona, and J.T. Realmuto of the Phillies. Zach Plesac of Cleveland, followed by Enrique Hernandez of the Red Sox, Garrett Cooper of Miami, Brett Phillips of the Rays, Jeff Samardzija of San Francisco, followed up by Greg Holland of Kansas City, Zach Gallen of Arizona, Ryan Braun of the Brewers, Trevor Rogers of the Miami Marlins, and then we're going to have our first numbered, and that is going to be out of 299, and that's Mike Zunino of the Tampa Bay Rays going to Harry. Followed up by Chris Bryant, Clint Frazier of the Yankees, Nathan Evalda of the Red Sox, and Brandon Bell of the San Francisco Giants. We have the Baltimore Orioles, Hold Me Back, Bro, followed up by the Miami Marlins, Fish Out of Water, Kwang Hun Kim of the Cardinals, the Sell Side Strength of the White Sox, followed up by Michael Pineda of the Twins, Anole Paredes of the Houston Astros. Then we've got Anthony Rendon of the Angels, followed up by James Paxton of the Yankees, David Peralta of the Diamondbacks, the NL All-Star Dave Murphy, followed up by Jermaine Marquez of the Rockies, Chajan Walker of the Blue Jays, Zach Greinke of the Astros, and Asdrubal Cabrera of the Nationals. And folks, it looks like we're going to have a short show here today, probably end by 1:30 at the latest, even though the times are off on the bottom of the screen. They're left over from last night's show, but we'll probably end by 1:30 at the latest here. But tomorrow night, we are going to have a big boy. Giancarlo Stanton of the Yankees, Franmil Reyes of Cleveland, Isan Diaz of Miami, Adbert Alzolay of the Cubs, Luis Severino of the Yankees, followed up by Chris Bassett of the Oakland Athletics. Then we've got Renato Nunez of the Orioles, Tommy Pham of the Padres, Yasmani Grandal of the Chicago White Sox, Shed Long of the Mariners. Then we've got Hunter Dozier of Kansas City, followed up by the future stars Dylan Cease of the White Sox, Jorge Polanco of the Twins, and Dean Kramer of the Orioles. Alrighty, next up we've got Jonathan Villar of the Mets, followed by Shane McCallahan of the Rays, Ha-Sung Kim of the San Diego Padres. Then we've got Johan Ramirez of the Mariners, followed by Luen Diaz of the Miami Marlins. Next up, we have Carlos Santana of Kansas City, Yanni Chirinos of the Rays, Daniel Norris of Detroit, followed up by the Blue Jays, Randall Grichuk. And then our auto is going to be Javier Baez of the Chicago Cubs. And that is going to be going to T-Man. Followed up by Luis Arraez of the Twins, Andy Young of the Arizona Diamondbacks, David Fletcher of the Angels, and Jake Lamb of the Athletics. We've got Jonathan Aruz of the Red Sox, followed up by Julian Merriweather of the Blue Jays, Mickey Moniak of the Phillies, and Dalton Jeffries of the Oakland Athletics are some rookies that are coming out of this pack, followed by Trevor Bauer of the Dodgers, Cedric Mullins of the Orioles, Bubba Starling of Kansas City, and then a Major League Materials, and that is Dustin May of the Dodgers going to Jonathan. Nice hit, Jonathan, right there. Followed up by Stefan Christian of the Diamondbacks, Aaron Nola of the Phillies, Austin Hedges of Cleveland, and Derek Dietrich of the Texas Rangers. We've got the Taylor Widener of the Arizona Diamondbacks, followed by Luis Garcia of the Astros, Jordan Weems of the Oakland Athletics, and then we get in here to our non-rooks, Kenley Jansen of the Dodgers, followed by Jake Cronenworth, RC of the San Diego Padres. Next up, we have Jose Barrios of the Twins, a Clark Schmidt, RC of the Yankees, and that's going to Jason. Followed by Dominic Smith of the Mets, a silver Dalton Jeffries, the 35th anniversary edition of the Shane McCallahan of the Tampa Bay Rays, RC. And next up, it's Jose Altuve of the Astros, Kurt Suzuki of the Angels, Brad Keller of the Royals, and Randy Arozarena of the Tampa Bay Rays. We've got Ryan Jeffers of the Minnesota Twins, followed by Sherten Apostle of the Rangers, Rafael Marchand of the Phillies, and Matt Foster of the White Sox, followed by JT Brubaker of the Pittsburgh Pirates. And then we have Jake Woodford of the St. Louis Cardinals. It's not Justin, but it is Shane Bieber of the Cleveland Indians, followed by Yandy Diaz of the Rays, Nick Castellanos of the Reds. Out of 2001, it's Tommy La Stella of the San Francisco Giants. Then we've got Michael Brantley of Houston, AJ Puke of the A's, Wade Miley of the Reds, and Matt Carpenter of the St. Louis Cardinals. Elvis Andrews of the Athletics, followed by Zach McKinstry of the Dodgers. And then we've got TJ Antoine of the Reds, followed by Keegan Aitken of the Baltimore Orioles, and Jonathan Stever of the White Sox, RC. Following that up, we have Jordan Hicks of the Cardinals, Alex Colome of the Twins, Adam Wainwright of the Cardinals, Yu Darvish of the Padres, a 0-60 Mike Trout, 0-60 home runs Mike Trout of the Angels, followed up by Kyle Freeland of the Rockies, Scott Kinginger of the Phillies, Nick Ahmed of the Diamondbacks, and Stephen Piscotty of the Oakland Athletics. Matt Barnes of the Red Sox, followed by Alex Young of the Diamondbacks, Jorge Soler of Kansas City, Johan Ovidio of the St. Louis Cardinals, RC. Then we have Justin Turner of the Dodgers, followed by Austin Nola of the Padres, Mark Melican of the Angels, Sean Murphy of the A's, Michael Conforto of the Mets, the Randy Johnson Platinum Players card. Randy Johnson Platinum Players of the Diamondback. Oh, that one's the Seattle Mariners right there. Followed by Kyle Tucker of the Astros, Jason Kipnis of the Cubs, Ryan McDermott of Kansas City, and Nick Solak of the Texas Rangers. We have Tim LaCastro of Arizona, followed by the San Francisco Giants and Philadelphia Phillies and Chicago Cubs team cards. Ryan O'Hearn of Kansas City, and then RC, this one, Jared Olivia of the Pittsburgh Pirates, followed up by Marcell Ozuna of Atlanta, Adam Haseley of the Phillies, Michael Chavis of the Red Sox, another Platinum Players, this one, Ricky Henderson of the Oakland Athletics, and that is going to be going to Harry. Followed up by Brian Anderson of the Marlins, Braylon Marquez of the Chicago Cubs, Jed Garocco of the Brewers, and William Contreras of the Braves. We've got Braxton Garrett of the Miami Marlins, followed by Vince Velasquez of the Phillies. Then we've got Kenya Kella of Pittsburgh, the St. Louis Cardinals team card, the Los Angeles Angels team card, followed by Frenchie Cordero of the Royals, Yon Mancado of the White Sox, Tom Murphy of the Mariners, Shogo Akiyama of the Reds. Next up, we have Mike Zunino of the Rays, followed by Who Lives, Who Dies, Who Tells Trevor's Story of the Colorado Rockies. Then we've got Hyun-Jin Ryu of the Blue Jays, Jason Hayward of the Cubs, and Austin Slater of the Giants. We've got Andrelton Simmons of the Twins, Michael Fulmer of Detroit, Alex Wood of the Giants, Ryan Zimmerman of the Nationals, followed up by Austin Roaming of the Cubs, Adam Eaton of the White Sox, Nicky Lopez of Kansas City, Adrian Morjan of the Padres, Michael Sano of the Twins. We have a Stan Musial NL All-Star of the 35th Anniversary Edition, followed by Chris Sale of the Red Sox, Will Myers of the Padres, Trey Mancini of the Orioles, and Joe Musgrove of the Padres. We've got Josh Hader of the Milwaukee Brewers, followed by Andrew McCutchen of the Phillies, James McCann of the Mets, Walker Buehler of the Dodgers, the San Diego Padres team card, followed by Daz Cameron of the Detroit Tigers RC, Luis Urias of the Brewers, Jose Garcia of the Reds, Chad Wallich of the Marlins, and out of 2001, Ben Gamel of the Milwaukee Brewers, followed up by Christian Walker of the Diamondbacks, Raymond Laureano of the A's, Jared Walsh of the Angels, and Marcus Stroman of the Mets. 2 packs left right here, including that hobby exclusive. Estevan Florial RC of the Yankees, followed up by Rafael Montero, Eddie Rosario, the Braves pitcher time. We have the Texas Rangers Sam Huff RC going to Ryan, followed up by Kyle Schwarber of the Nationals, Yusel Kikuchi of the Mariners, Xander Bogaerts of the Red Sox, the silver Aaron Nola of the Phillies, the statistically significant 0.15 XBA allowed, followed by Delano DeShields, Isaiah Kinner Falafel, Victor Reyes of the Tigers, and Starlin Castro of the Nationals. And here we go, our hobby exclusive. We've got Tim Anderson with the White Sox, Craig Biggio with the Astros, Trevor Rogers with the Marlins, and David Wright with the Mets. Alrighty, let's run down these rookies. We have Sam Huff with the Rangers, followed by Estevan Florial of the Yanks, Jose Garcia of the Reds, Daz Cameron of Detroit, Braxton Garrett of the Marlins, William Contreras of the Braves, Braylon Marquez of the Cubs, Jared Olivia of the Pirates, followed by Johan Ovidio of the Cardinals, Jonathan Stever of the White Sox, Keegan Aitken of the Orioles, TJ Antoine of the Reds, Zach McKinstry of the Dodgers, Jake Woodford of the Cardinals, JT Brubaker of Pittsburgh, Matt Foster of the White Sox, Rafael Marchand of the Phillies, Shirton Apostle of the Rangers, Ryan Jeffers of the Twins, the 35th anniversary edition, Shane McCallahan of the Tampa Bay Rays, Clark Schmidt of the Yankees, Jake Cronenworth of the Padres, Jordan Weems of the Athletics, Luis Garcia of the Astros, Taylor Widener of the Diamondbacks, Dalton Jeffries of the Athletics, Mickey Moyniak of the Phillies, Julian Merriweather of the Blue Jays, Jonathan Aruz of the Red Sox, Andy Young of the Diamondbacks, Lewin Diaz of the Marlins, Johan Ramirez of the Mariners, Hai-Sung Kim of Detroit, or of the San Diego Padres, followed by Shane McClanahan of the Rays, Dean Kramer of the Orioles, Anoli Paredes of Houston, Trevor Rogers of the Marlins. We have Alex Kirilloff of the Twins, Brian Hayes of Pittsburgh, followed by Tom Hatch of the Blue Jays, Garrett Crochet of the White Sox, Luis Alexander Basabi of the Giants, followed by Drew Rasmussen of the Brewers, Jazz Chisholm of the Marlins, Ryan Weathers of the Padres, Andre Scrub of the Houston Astros, followed by Johan Heim of the Rangers, Jahmai Jones of the Orioles, Adonis Medina of the Phillies, Josh Fleming of the Rays. We have Alejandro Kirk of the Blue Jays, Pavin Smith of the Diamondbacks, Luis Campusano of the Padres, Jose Marmelos of the Mariners, Miguel Urge of the Pirates, Brent Rooker of the Twins, Tanner Hook of the Red Sox, Jojo Ramiro of the Phillies, Mark Matthias of the Brewers, Tucker Davidson of Atlanta, and Zach Birdie of the White Sox. Alrighty, now on to these featured cards. First, we've got 2 of the Platinum players. We have Randy Johnson of the Mariners, and then we also have Ricky Hernandez of the Athletics. Followed up are out of 299. It is going to be Mike Zunino with the Tampa Bay Rays. And then we have the Major League material, Dustin May of the Dodgers going to Jonathan, and the Javier Baez auto of the Chicago Cubs going to T-Man. And there we have it, folks. That is the end of break 950.